This morning, the search for victims continues after devastating floodwaters rushed through central Texas, killing over 100 people.
We now know at least 161 people are still missing this morning. Tom Bosco from our Columbus sister station is on the ground in Texas. He joins us now with the very latest on rescue efforts.
The number of the missing is shocking, but many folks we spoke with here say they're really not surprised that the number went up, especially when you consider how serious those floodwaters were and how many people were in harm's way here. Now, this community continues to hold its breath, but while they do, so many folks we spoke with say they feel like they have to do something.
Whether the debris was small or large, searchers are going over all of it. One of those rescuers is Antonio Elcara, who spent another 12-hour day here Tuesday.
Walking around, looking for bodies.
He's with a search and rescue group, searching downriver from the spot where Governor Greg Abbott announced that 161 people remain missing.
That's a new number. What are you thinking about that?
That's insane.
It's awful. So you stay busy.
Marnay Bashide has relatives searching, cutting brush, actively helping. She's doing the same, going door to door to businesses to see what they need.
You stay busy you can, because sitting and waiting and waking up and asking what's the count today is a crappy thing.
She says she feared the numbers of the missing and dead would rise.
I don't want to say it doesn't surprise you, because that's an awful thing to say, but it's just, you know. Again, stay busy. You help, you do what you can.
In another neighborhood leveled by floodwaters, crews worked to pull this car out of the muck. Cadaver dogs then waded through the same mud, continuing the grim search.
We got called by EMS to go search a pile that had a bad stench.
Claire Waldrop and her 8-year-old chocolate lab named Atlas were called out a few times Tuesday, but they didn't find anything, something she has mixed feelings about.
It feels good to be able to know that you could possibly reunite the family again, but it's also extremely devastating, obviously.
She and Atlas live in Dallas, but she grew up in Kerrville and calls what she sees here devastating.
I was standing at the Louise Hayes Park Bridge, and I couldn't help but just look over and just cry. This is never going to be the same, and it's never going to look the same, so it's really sad.
Throughout the day, we saw so many people out doing searches, many people in airboats, in helicopters, on foot, of course, and even on horseback, in what some are calling the largest search effort in Texas history. I'm Tom Bosco reporting in Ingram, Texas.
And now we're hearing from some of the survivors of the deadly Texas floods. Erin Burgess lives in Hunt, Texas. She tells CNN she was woken up by thunder around 4:30 Friday morning, soon after she heard water rushing into her bedroom.
When it burst through my back door, it was waist deep within seconds. By the time I got out the back door, since it was broken, it was up to my neck in my backyard. And it was my son's height that held me up.
Now, Burgess says she and her son tried to get to higher ground. They began floating, but were able to grab onto a tree. She says her boyfriend and dog were pushed in another direction and floated for nearly a mile. Burgess and her son were reunited with them, thankfully, more than an hour later.